Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation. Thank you very much for joining me. So, I woke up today and I'm running around a little bit and I'm thinking about getting something to eat, or I usually am jonesing for like new material. I want new channeling from any number of different channels, and I'm looking to put that on the TV while I make my breakfast and play that in the background, or put it on my headsets on my phone to have a little bit more intimate. And in this idea of following the most exciting thing to you, because the human brain can't discern what your excitement is going to bring and how it's going to come, I was trying to feel my way to the most exciting thing that I could do at the time, and it was to play a piece of music from this band called AWOL Nation. And they have a couple different pieces that I like, and there's a name for their genre, but I forgot what it is. It's rock something. In any case, that was more exciting than listening to the latest channeling from so-and-so, or doing this or doing that, concurrent with making breakfast. Mungo was hungry, had to have breakfast, but wanted some tunes at the same time. So I played that, and it wasn't on for very long. And what's interesting too is I was going through the hallway, and all at once, what I like to call a flare of unconditional love, a really strong one and a rather persistent one at the time. And what's interesting about that is it's in a place that's happened before in the house. It's in this archway. Like, as you're coming in through the front door, there's an archway to go into the living room, and then there's, to the bedrooms. And in this area before, like in the channeling from the channel panel event, like last year, September, I've had some interesting recognitions in that space as well, in physical space and time. So I don't know, I think that's noteworthy. I'm not sure how relevant that is, or how that actually works, if there is a geometry to that space or what. But back onto the topic of following your highest excitement is, during this, when I was watching it, they in some of the music videos that I was playing on YouTube for AWOL Nation, there's a lot of dancing going on, and beautifully choreographed, and very interesting kind of storylines that go along with these. And it reminded me that I had a strong inclination to go take some dance lessons. So at the same time, I was reminded of a channel of energy, a path of energy, of excitement that was something that I couldn't have thought of, in the human mind. It's like I didn't think about dancing, being a line of energy, or that by watching this, it was just the most exciting thing. So by watching this, that I would lead into this path, and who knows who I'm going to meet, or what I'm going to do as a consequence of that. So the human mind can't know how things are going to happen. It's only designed to know what is happening. So I think law of attraction, all these types of ideas, you're amping it up in this day and age. We are manifesting faster and faster in this new energy. So this thought and idea of following your highest excitement should be front and foremost, because you can really start to see the line of energy when you start following your excitement to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. And then synchronicity abounds, things are easier, resources are there when you need it. So I think it's likened to this idea of the exercise, I think it was the Hathors or the creators from Daniel Scranton, where you write down 10 things, and like 10 things, if you could take the training wheels off, if money wasn't an issue, and you just was going to do whatever you wanted to do right here, right now, what were the 10 things that you'd want to do? And then you feel your way through the energy of these 10 things. Maybe number 6 was more exciting than number 1, and you would reorder them in the idea of the excitement and the energy of them. So I like that exercise. I have it on my calendar to do as a daily exercise to kind of refine these ideas and dancing is on there. Yeah, it's on the top there. And some painting is on there as well, rock climbing, some other things are on there as well. But it wouldn't have been there if I hadn't followed my excitement and watched these music videos and followed this line of energy. So it's following the line of energy, learning to listen to your intuition, and to turn off the rational mind to some degree and do some ego negotiation so that the ego doesn't feel like you're not safe anymore. Because if you come unglued from space and time and you just follow your excitement and all is well in the world, the ego's going, well, dude, I don't know how any of this is going to keep us safe, and it's my job to keep you safe. So some ego negotiation, like giving it 10%. Well, ego, can you give me 10% and allow me to do this thing? And if it works out, can you give me a little bit more? Because you can see that we are supported. And then eventually ego's like, yeah, dude, we're doing good so far. We're going to be safe and all's going to be well. And this is pretty groovy and I'm having fun too. So the ego is all about negotiation. It's all about business. It is like dealing with a little 8-year-old child. So you have to, include it. All of you needs to go into this 5D reality, the ego included. So you need to negotiate with it and show it that it's going to be safe because it thinks it's destructible and that it doesn't last forever. It was designed that way, where you are an immortal being in a timeless reality, starting to realize just now that you are immortal and that you've crystallized into human form to be able to have a great experience with a whole bunch of your friends. The ego doesn't know this, and it's not going to accept this, so you need to negotiate with it to be able to move on to more and more exciting things a lot of times, because they don't make sense to the ego of how you're going to be supported in these mechanisms. You can tell it all these things, and it's like, I don't know. So really, ego negotiation is a critical factor in doing these types of things. So thank you very much for joining me again, Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation, coaching life, business, and spiritual. Also retreats, boys and girls. Don't forget retreats. Now, if you do like this video, please do like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to subscribe, because if you do like this video, I am pretty prolific about making videos. I think I have 300 videos up there in a little over a year. So, yeah, I'm a chatty Cathy doll, and you can't clip my strings. I just keep cranking out videos. So, subscribing so that you get recent updates and see some of the latest things that are going on. And thank you very much for joining me.